For me, this is literally it's like starting from scratch again.
And so how many of you can relate to Calum? It feels like you're starting over from scratch, but that's okay. You fell off the wagon, but now is your time. Coach Greg, and in today's video, it's a new year and it's time to get in the shape of your life. And as bad as you think your year was, some people, they might have had it worse. And one of those individuals is Calum von Moger. Former Mr. Universe, Calum von Moger, he used to train harder than last time all the time. That was his passion. But he got into some problems, was convicted of doing some bad things to a vehicle, also fell out of a window and was injured in hospital. And so he hasn't trained in a very long time. In fact, he says, it feels like I haven't trained in years. But new year, new Calum, he's going back to the gym. And so perhaps this is also what you're doing. Perhaps you've been to the gym in the past, gave up, but are now going again. Or maybe it's your first time ever. You finally decided it's time to be proactive with my health. You're starting to eat better, join the gym, perhaps doing cardio. And so in today's video, we're going to explain exactly what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And so Calum, who has millions of followers, he hasn't been posting in a while. He's back to posting videos. And in his first video, it's time to get back to the gym.
God only knows how long I've been running on an empty cup and, just shrouded with doubts and fears and not knowing what direction to go. But I know the first direction is to the gym and getting into a strong, healthy routine.
And so after having such a difficult time, the first thing that he thought of was, I got to get back to the gym. That's going to help him feel better both physically and mentally. Remember, it's not just the physical. To be healthy, you also have to be mentally well. And so going to the gym, it can put you in a positive mood. You feel good that you did something good for yourself. Now, you don't need to do this. If you're just joining the gym for the first time, you don't need extra energy to go harder than last time. When you first go back to the gym, I promise you this, please do not go hard. Go easier than last time. You do not need to push yourself beyond failure, even close to failure, to make gains when you first join the gym. All too often, people go back to the gym and they crash diet and train way too hard. They want to make up for all those months or years that they've missed in the past. It's not going to work. If you do that, your body, it's going to be extremely sore. You'll feel like you got ran over by a bus. Add to that not eating enough calories, and it's a recipe for disaster. You'll soon lose your motivation, quit the gym, go off the diet, and yo-yo back to probably even heavier than you were in the first place.
Hey guys, I hope you've all had a happy and safe start to the new year. It's my first day back to the gym. I'm getting a nice back workout in. I'm going to try out this new pre-workout. I've heard great things about it.
Now, in saying that, for some people, taking a pre-workout, once they feel the beta-alanine, the tingles, the pump that they're about to get, it motivates them to get to the gym. If you want to take one to get you motivated, then by all means, please do so. There are different types of pre-workouts. Pre-workout stims, they have caffeine and other stimulants, or pre-workout pump. These do not have stims, and so they won't negatively affect your sleep. If you are getting a stim pre-workout, be careful. Don't take it within 6 to 8 hours of bedtime, as it can in fact negatively affect your quality of sleep. What I personally do is take pre-workout stims about 45 minutes before racing on the bike or going to the gym, and it gets me amped up and excited. I know what I'm about to do. Without it, I can still train. I've gone a month without taking any caffeine whatsoever, but it's not as enjoyable, not as fun for me. Do what makes you happy. While I'm at the gym, I drink pre-workout pump. It allows me to have more vascularity, better pumps, allows me to keep pushing through that grueling workout. And so if you're interested in any of these pre-workouts, please click the link in the description. Use code Greg. It's going to save you 10% off.
My first day back to the gym. I'm getting a nice back workout in.
Remember, Calum is a former Mr. Universe champion. He's going in and only training his back. But that's Calum. Calum has years, decades of experience. If you're new to the gym or you're only a beginner or intermediate level, I strongly discourage you from training one body part on each day. Much better to go in and do a full body workout. By training your entire body, you don't have to do as much on any given set. If you do just back as Calum's doing, you might be doing 10, perhaps 20 sets in one workout. That is a recipe for disaster. You're going to inevitably get ultra sore. More sore than last time. And so rather than that, go and do a full body workout and only use warm-up weights. And what do I mean by that? I mean weights that are a joke to you, weights that are easy. Perhaps do sets of 15 reps knowing full well you could have done 10 more. Do your entire body like that after doing a 10-minute cardiovascular warm-up to ensure you're properly warmed up and avoid injuries. And just tell yourself, less is more. The less I do today, the easier it will be to progressive overload. The minimum stimulus that you can put onto your muscles to allow it to grow, that is what you want to do. With fewer sets and less intensity, you won't feel overtrained. Your body will be able to adapt and recover. The next day, if you're feeling okay, go and do some cardio. Remember, 150 minutes of moderately intense cardio a week, that is what most experts recommend. And so on days you don't go to the gym, if you do, for example, 30 minutes of cardio, just fast walking, for example, that is enough to make a huge difference in both your health and body composition. Well, if you're training your full body 2 or at most 3 times a week, it's all you need. Consider this, I'm an IFBB professional bodybuilder. I know I don't look it, I'm getting old, but I only train my entire body 3 times a week. That means I go and lift weights 3 days out of 7, but I'm doing cardio on average 6, possibly even 7 days a week. Remember, I'm racing bikes competitively, so I'm doing my cardio very hard. But for the average person, you don't need to do that. Moderate pace, level 2 cardio. You should be able to pass the talk test. When you're doing your cardio, have a conversation. If you can't talk, you're probably going too hard.
For me, this is literally it's like starting from scratch again.
And so how many of you can relate to Calum? It feels like you're starting over from scratch, but that's okay. You fell off the wagon, but now is your time. Perhaps you went too hard in the past, you crash dieted, you took on more than you could handle. What you need to do with your diet and training is only commit to what you think you can do. Better to say, I'm gonna train my whole body twice a week and try to do a couple days of cardio than to say, I'm going every day. I'm going twice a day. I'm going to lose 20 pounds this month. No, you don't need to. Anything more than you're doing right now is a benefit. And so set yourself realistic goals, and once you get those goals, and it's easy, you can then do more. If you don't know how to eat, I strongly suggest you get my Circle Diet book. It's my life's work. It might take 6 hours to read. Remember, I was a school teacher for 11 years. I know how to simplify things so that you'll understand it. And so if you read the book, you'll know on day 1 exactly what to do. Perhaps you don't know where to start. What should I eat? How many calories? What's dieting too fast, too slow? Get the book, you'll know exactly what to do. The book highlights everything you'll ever need to know on your weight loss journey. And you can see, as Calum's training, he writes the description, every rep counts, and not only that, every workout counts. You can't expect every workout to go your way. Some days you're gonna have more energy, less energy, not be in the mood, and we all go through this. Even guys like Calum or other Mr. Olympia competitors, sometimes they just don't want to go to the gym. And one of the most important variables that people often overlook is the workouts need to be fun and enjoyable. If you go to the gym and you're doing the best workout in the world, but you don't like it, how long are you gonna do that? And so I'd much rather see somebody go to the gym and not do everything proper. Perhaps you're not going as hard as you should. Perhaps you're not doing all the best exercises. So what? At least you're there. At least you're doing something. And you don't have to do things perfectly or to your ultimate limit in order to get progress. That is for the advanced lifters. If you're just an average person, join the gym, just trying to get in shape, you don't need to really push yourself. You just need to show up and be consistent. And so rather than thinking, oh, I can't push myself today, it's too hard, just go for a walk. Do something. And once you're warmed up, even if you weren't in the mood, you might now feel better. Yesterday, did a bike race, didn't feel so good. Was perhaps hungover from New Year's. But I'm riding on the bike and warming up, and I'm like, well, I'll give it a shot anyway. Halfway through the race, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm starting to feel better. End of the race, I'm placing second out of over 200 bike riders. And so just because you don't feel like doing it, or you're not having a great day, doesn't mean you can't at least try. I tried, end up in second. I didn't feel like riding, wasn't feeling good. So rather than just giving up, just go through the motions. Perhaps fake it till you make it. Show up to the gym, warm up, and see how it goes. If you're still having a bad day, at least you tried, at least you showed up. And if you can consistently do this month after month, year after year, you have no idea how much better you can get. And so you can see the joy, the excitement as Calum drops the weight, gives the thumbs up to the camera. He's happy, he's excited. It's been so long since he's gone to the gym. He's had a tough year, but he's back to the gym and people are applauding him, saying, hey, keep it going, you can do it. And perhaps you don't have millions of followers. You don't have people cheering for you. Do it for you. You are your biggest supporter. You are your biggest fan. You owe it to yourself. You are worth it. Be all that you can be. And with health and fitness comes more positivity in your life. You start exercising, the release of endorphins, dopamine, you're going to feel better. Before you know it, you may develop a positive addiction. You enjoy health and fitness, and you want to keep doing it. And perhaps you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your friends and family. You want to be here on this earth for as long as humanly possible. And if you're just eating junk food all the time, laying back on a couch, forgiving yourself, oh, love my body, positivity, body positive, I'm 400 pounds, I'm going to die 20 years young. Why would you do that? You're worth it. Try and get healthier than last time. Subscribe, click the bell button, like the video if you liked it. Add a comment to help the algorithm. Watch one of the bloops. Remember, I'm on Instagram, Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. If you're looking to save money on harder than last time supplements, clothing, cookbooks, and so on, use code Greg, 10% off. Click the link in the description. Let's wish Calum the best this year, and until next time, I'm out.